All right, you ready for practice for Unit 1, Lesson 4 information? Hopefully you went through the rest of the pages, or you at least tried this part yourself. And as I go through here, hopefully it's helpful information if you didn't understand what was going on. All right, number 1, Aaron had 3 times as many shirts as Tim. Okay, we have Aaron. When I get stuck, I just kind of start writing things out. I have Aaron and I have Tim. Together, they have 32 shirts. So the number of shirts Aaron has plus the number of shirts Tim has is going to equal 52. How many shirts does Tim have? So they really want to know how many Tim has. Use S as a variable when you set up the equation. All right, so we know that Aaron and Tim have different amounts, different number of shirts. Aaron has 3 times as many as Tim. So if I'm using the variable S, the smaller number or smaller amount is S is Tim. And that way, if Aaron has 3 times as many, we can go 3S and the total is 52. Okay, so this 3S is the algebraic expression that represents the number of shirts that Aaron has. Okay, S represents the number of shirts Tim has. Together, they total 52. So how do you solve an equation that has 3S plus S is 52? Well, first I need to combine like terms. This is the same as a 1S, so there's 4S on this side. And then divide by what's in front of the S to isolate the S, and whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. So S equals 52 over 4, and 52 divided by 4 is 13. So Tim has 13 shirts. Just out of curiosity, times 3 is 39 shirts for Aaron. So Aaron has 39 shirts, Tim has 13 shirts, and together that's going to make 52. But my answer is Tim has 13 shirts. Okay? Let's see. Number 2, the cost of a private pilot course is $1,275. That's my total cost. The flight portion costs $625 more than the ground portion. And they want to know the cost of each of them. Use the variable P. So the ground cost must be P. And the flight cost must be $625 plus P because it's $625 more. Okay, so you can do them kind of horizontal or you can kind of do them vertical. But my equation that I'm submitting that is required on the unit test and the final is 625 plus P equals 1275, or this can be flipped around, or this can be 1,275 equals whatever order you want to put these in, as long as they're all positive. Okay, and also accepted is combining this 1P and 1P is a 2P. Okay, there's my equation. To solve an equation, I want to move the term away from the one that has the P in it. So I'm going to go this way with this. I know some people totally reorganize that. That's up to you. Just make sure we get the same number at the end. So I'm left with a 2P on one side. Sorry if I flip it around. It's just, remember, one's on one side and one's on the other. Here, I don't want to confuse anybody. We cross this off, left the 2P over here, and 1275 minus 625 is 650 divided by 2 P equals 325. Now, what was the P again? The P is the cost of the ground. What did they want to know? They want to know each. So the ground cost is $350. And the flight portion where you actually get up on the plane, it makes sense that that would cost more, is $650 plus $350. I'm checking my notes to make sure I'm getting this right. Is $950. Okay, so the total cost would be $350 plus $950. That's not coming out. Oh, I wrote 50 instead of 25. See how checking helps? Okay, over here, 325. Sorry if I lost you a minute ago. 325, 325. Well, I just messed that all up. I'm just showing how that happens, okay? That plus that plus that. Now, that. And for my final double check, 950 plus 325 is 5, is 7, is 12. There we go. Okay. Checking helps, okay? You start doing things too fast like I do, and you end up messing that up. All right. Hope you hung in there with me. Sorry about that. All right. Perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangle is 304 centimeters. The length is 40 centimeters longer, 40 centimeters plus the width. Find the length and the width, use W as a variable. That means we don't know W, so that's why they're using it as their unknown. So what's the formula we need for perimeter? Perimeter equals 2 lengths plus 2 W's. The perimeter we know, let's substitute in what we know. What is an algebraic expression that represents what the length is? We don't know exactly what it is, but we do know that it's 40 more than, longer than, more than. That puts it in this order. Remember, more than, less than, and from are backwards orders from when you read them left to right. So this is 40 more than the width plus 2 times the width. So that's a little tricky to set up. But notice how they don't tell you what the length is. They don't tell you what the width is, but you can only solve for one variable at a time. So the smallest thing is the width, and they describe the length by using the width, 40 centimeters longer. Okay, so now we're set up, and we need to solve for W. Obviously, our answer is going to be W equals something. So in this equation, what do we do first? We distribute. Leave this alone. There's really a 1 here. 2 times 1 is 2W. 2 times 40 is 80 plus 2W. All right, combine like terms. 2W plus another 2W is 4W plus 80. Okay, move the 80 to the other side to start to get my variable alone. 304 minus 80. 304 minus 80 is 224. So we have 4W minus 224. It doesn't matter which side. I just, for convenience sake, put it that way. Isolate. Divided by 4 is 56. So our width is 56. So that's one part of the answer. And the length is 56 plus 40, which is 96. And we could put these numbers back in here, and they better equal 304. And at the rate I'm going, I should check, huh? So 2 times 96 plus 2 times 56 2 times 96, 192 plus 2 times 56 is 112. 112 plus 192 is 304. Yay. Okay, next one. Is a translation. These up here were part problems, right? This is a translation. 2 more than 3 times a number. So this is more than is a backwards word. Remember, a backwards keyword saying it's out of the order as you read them left to right. So this is 2x, 3x plus 2, sorry. Is where the equal sign is, same as 12 less than 2 times a number. So 2 times a number is 2x, 12 less than. So the 2x comes first and then a 12. What is the number? And use x. Oh, good, because I used an x already. Okay, so let's see. Can't combine like terms. None of these are like terms on each side. What I can do is move the 2 over here and move the 2x over here to get my variable terms together and my constant terms together. 3x minus 2x is just 1x, and negative 14 or negative 12 plus a negative 2 is a negative 14. And you can certainly put this negative 14 back in here. Let's check. I know it takes longer to check, but if this was a test, and I'm trying to be an example here, so I want to always check if I can get my pencil working. So 3 times here plus 2 equals 2 times what I say x is minus 12. And when I'm done, this side better equal this side. So 3 times negative 14 is a negative 42 plus 2. 2 times negative 14 is negative 28 minus 12. So negative 28 minus 12 is negative 40. And negative 42 minus 2 is negative 40. So that is correct. All right, 2 more. Sorry, this is a little dark, but that is the best I can do. That's on high. Henry worked 27 hours last week. How much does he make per hour if his total paycheck? Total paycheck. That sounds like an N number to a rate problem. And use H to set up the equation. He worked H hours. How much does he make per hour? So the rate is missing. Okay, so we would put the rate here. So times however many hours he worked, which is 27. So that looks a little funny. What you can do is, so any of these equations would make sense. This could be 27h equals 330.75. We're solving this by dividing by 27. So h equals 33075 divided by 27 is 12.5. So your equation could also be accepted as 33075 divided by 27. That's an acceptable equation as well as that one. Okay. Per hour. I didn't circle all the little guys here. Okay, last one. Library has a new bookshelf. There are 5 shelves, each holding the same number of books on each, represented by a capital B. Same number of books. If someone removed 2 books, write an algebraic expression to represent the total number of books on the shelf. 5 shelves, each holding the same number of books B. So there's 5 shelves, each of them have the B on there, so that'd be a multiplication. So just put that next to it. And someone removed 2 books from that. From puts it afterwards. So, and all they want is an expression. There's not a lot of work to show for that. You can write 5 times B if you want, or just 5B is also acceptable.